everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in the series of sorting algorithms, today we are going to talk about heap sort. Now if in case you have no idea what a heap is, then please go and see my previous video on heap where I have explained and implemented heap. Now if in case you just want to see the key points, just skip to the end of the video. So let's see how we can use min heap or max heap in order to sort our array. Now we already know that a heap is internally stored as an array. This is only the way we imagine our heap to look like. Now we know that this is a min heap, and a min heap always has the minimum element at the root node. So what if I just take out the minimum element and place it in the array? So let's see what happens. Now if I take out the minimum element, so 10 has to be removed, 10 will be coming here, and in order to remove 10, I am going to place 50 over here. So this will become 50, and now we'll perform down heapify. So 50 will come here and 12 will go there. Now over here again there is a problem, so 44 will come here and 50 will go there. So after the first deletion function, this is a array that we have right now. Now in the second deletion function, over here we have 12, which is the smallest element. So we are going to delete it and we will be adding it. Now in order to delete it, we are going to replace it with the last element. 97 will be coming over here. 97 is in the wrong place, so we will have 44 and 97 will be over here. Now if I place 97 over here, again 50 will have a problem. So 97 will come over here and 50 will go over there. So now in the third pass, we have 44 as our smallest element. So we'll take 44, and in order to delete it, we are going to replace it with the last element. So 136 comes over here, and now we'll place it in the correct position. So 50 goes over here, 136 will come over here. Now 80 will have a problem, so 136 ultimately comes over here and 80 goes over here. Now our minimum element is 50, so the next element we get is 50. So in short, we can just delete the root node and get the minimum element, and we can just keep on storing it in an array. So the resulting array will be a sorted array, in increasing order. So this operation takes time of n log n, because there are total n number of elements that are to be deleted, and one delete operation is done in order of log n because of the down heapify method. So a total of n log n time is required. Now over here I have used a separate array in order to store my values that I am deleting from the min heap. So over here this algorithm seems to be out place, but we can also do it in place. Now let's see how we can do it in place. We know that whenever we have to delete the root, then the last place becomes empty because this number goes at the root, and then we perform the down heapify method. So this place is empty, so if instead of adding this deleted node into the new array, we can just add this deleted node at the place where it just got empty, which means that when I deleted 10, so my 50 had to be deleted. So over here I had a 0 after the down heapify method. So what I am going to do is I am going to save my 10, which is my minimum element right now, in this place. So I'll just make it 10. In the next operation, when I get 12, so the place of 97 gets empty. So over here we have a 0, but as soon as I get my 12, I am not going to store it in the other array, I am going to store it over here only. Similarly, when we get the next element, which is the 44, this 44 will be placed over here. So over here you must have analyzed that the numbers are being stored in decreasing order. That is, first we are storing the minimum element, then the second minimum, then the third minimum, and so on. So ultimately our array will come as a decreasing order array. But now what if you wanted it in increasing order? So what you can do is you can just take 2 pointers and reverse the array. So what we are going to do is that we know that after the sorting is done, the array will look like this. So this is the array that we get after we sort it after the heap sort method. So now in order to convert this descending order into ascending order, I am going to take 2 pointers, one that will point to the starting and one this will point to the end, and I am going to swap the numbers. So over here I will have a 10 and over here I will have 136. Now I am going to increment this by 1 and I am going to decrement this by 1, and I am going to swap these two as well. So 12 will come over here and 100 goes over there, and we are going to do this unless and until my first element is greater than equals to the second pointer. So using this we can just get the array sorted in order of one space. So now let's implement the heap sort. Today we are going to implement our heap sort using two heaps. One which we have created yesterday, which was a min heap, and the other one is the heap which is already provided by the package util. So let's first use the heap which we have created yesterday. I have just copied the code over here. Now I'll have an array which I have to sort. Now let's make a object of the heap. I'll name it as heap and I'll pass my array, so that now this array has been converted into a heap, a min heap, because over here we have implemented this heap as min heap. Now all that we have to do is we have to pop an element, or we have to delete an element from the min heap, and we have to place it at the last index. So the current index where my element has to be placed is the last index, which is array.length minus 1. So while my index is greater than equals to 0, we have to perform a certain function, which is we are going to pop an element and we are going to add this element at this index. And then we'll just increment our index. Now let's see our result. Now let's see if this works. See, our array has been sorted in descending order as we were using a min heap. So we got a descending order of the array. Now in case if you want to make it ascending order, just take two variables. One is pointing at the starting and one is pointing at the end, and just keep on swapping the numbers. So at the end you will get an ascending order, and this will take order of n. The heap sort is taking n log n plus n will be still order of n log n. You can even do it in outplace if the program requirement is not really restricted towards the space that you are using. You can simply use an extra array and store the elements over there. But if there is a restriction related to space and time is not that important, although only linear time is being added, so you can just swap the numbers so that you can get the reverse of the array, which will be in ascending order. Now let's use the priority queue, which is the min heap, which is provided by Java. in the package util. So I'll just have a priority queue. This is the min heap. This is basically a heap which is provided by Java. By default it is a min heap. So in case if you want to make it a max heap, we are going to overload its comparator. So now let's see how do we overload a comparator. Now over here we know that there will be integer elements. So let's suppose the two elements are a and b. So over here we are going to return b minus a. Now when you return b minus a, this represents that make it use as a max heap, and if you return a minus b, it shows that the property should be that the element smaller should come first, and when we return b minus a, it tells that the bigger element should come first. So using this part we have made it a max heap, and now we are going to do the same operations, and we'll comment this part. Now instead of the delete function, over here we have a function called poll. So this gives me the minimum number in case of min heap and maximum number in case of max heap. And all we have to do is we just have to add the elements to the heap. So for int so we have added all the elements, and then we just pop every root node and we add it to the end. So let's see if this works. See, our array has been sorted in ascending order. Now let's see some of the key points of heap sort. Now first of all, it is a comparison based sorting technique. Because we take two elements, we compare the values and accordingly we decide the sequence of the numbers. Secondly, its time complexity is of order of n log n for all the cases. That is for the best, worst and average case, the time complexity is of n log n. This is because first we apply the build heap method, and in the build heap method we just make a min heap or a max heap out of the array, and this takes the time of order of n, and then we have to just delete the root node and we have to place it in the array. So there are total number of nodes are n, and we have each deletion operation takes the time of log n. So for n deletion operations the total time is of n log n. Now if in case you have to have ascending order using min heap, so first of all the time will be n log n, and you have to and this will give you the descending order, and then you are going to reverse it, so this will become ascending order. So then since it is linear time and it is less than n log n, so the overall time complexities will still be of order of n log n. And if you are doing it using max heap, the ascending order, so we know that without reversal we directly get ascending order. Now same for min heap and descending order, we don't have to perform any reversal, so it is order of 1, the extra apart from n log n. And when we have to get descending order from max heap, we have to perform the reversal, or we have to reverse our array, so the extra linear time will be there. But these are incomparable when it comes to as our heap sort is already taking n log n. Now the third point is the space complexity is of order of 1, because we are not using any extra space, as first of all it is not a recursive function, so no stack space. So over here I'll just add, there is no stack space as it is not a recursive function. And the next point is that it is not a stable sorting algorithm. Now if suppose I have an array with the numbers 1, 5, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2. Now I'll just name these 2's as A, B and C. So if this would have been a stable sorting algorithm, then after sorting, the order of these 2's must have been same. So what we are going to do is, this array in a heap will look like this. Now when we will be applying the build heap method on this form, now first it will check for 2. Is 2 greater than any of these? So it says no. Then we go to 5. Is 5 greater than any of these? So it says yes, it is greater than both of them, and so we have to replace it by the smaller one. So over here we'll have this 2, and this is the 2b, this is 2a, and this is 2c, and over here we'll have 5. Then we'll check for 1. If the 1 says that no, I'm not greater than any of my children, so this is the the heap that we get, the min heap. So now when we perform deletion operation in order to get 1, so this last element will be coming over here, 2c. And when we'll perform down heapify method, so over here this is not greater than any of its children, so it will be here. So in the second pass we get this 2 as it is the root node, and 6 will be coming over here. Now as you can see that over here first my A should have been come, the 2A should have been come, but when I am sorting, first element C is appearing. So this is the reason that why heap sort is not stable, and as it is not stable, so it cannot be used in places where the order of the numbers, the same numbers, matters a lot. So this was all about heap sort. If you have any doubt, you can leave it in the comment section. If you want me to solve any particular question of yours, just leave a comment down below with #CodeMyQuestion. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and if you find them informative, then please spread it across your friends. Thank you.